Good morning everyone, my name is Wessel and today we are hiking further down the Pieterpad. Now today we are hiking from Braamt to Millingen and Rhine, which is a pretty long hike. It is on itself 24 kilometers, but the place where I sleep will be 3 kilometers further. So today we will be hiking a total of some 27 kilometers. Also, today we are reaching those hills over there. After that we will cross into Germany and reach the gate Pieterpad, which is practically a place where the Rhine enters the Netherlands. We will also be crossing the Rhine today, but more on that when we reach. So we are now climbing the Hettenheuvel, which is a hill, as the name suggests. And it's one of the hills in the Netherlands that is not called a mountain. So it's about 86 meters high, and with that it is the highest hill in these surroundings. It was formed about 100,000 years ago during an ice age, where the glaciers pushed sand and gravel and a few boulders over to here, where they piled up and formed a hill. So it's basically the same kind of hill as you can find in the hill ridge of Salland. Anyway, it's a few more kilometers to the top of the hill, and over there is a little watchtower with, I think, a beautiful view of the surroundings. So when we get there, I will show you guys. So after a few kilometers, we have reached the Boterweg, literally the butter road. Now, this road used to have a particularly important origin. It used to be the road where butter and other dairy products used to be transported between Zevenaar, Serenberg and Millingen. But nowadays we have the A12 highway a few kilometers that way, and we have borders of the Netherlands are a little different. So now the both of them is just a narrow path forward. Anyway, we're almost at the top of the Hettenheuvel, so we have almost reached watchtower at the top. So we have reached the top of the Hettenheuvel. Over here we can see the northern direction. Right over there, at the edge of the trees, you can see Braamt, where we left today. And a little bit further over there you can see another city. That is likely Doetinchem. Well, you can't look much further back than Braamt, or at least not very detailed. So I don't think we will be able to see Zeeland from here. If we look towards the east, we can look quite far into Germany. Well, yeah, that's Germany. I don't know much about the terrain there. I'm not going there. But to the south, one thing that you can see is over there, the A12 highway. We are going to cross that, and after that we will be in Germany for a few kilometers, after which we will cross back into the Netherlands and make our way along the Rhine to Millingen, which is somewhere in that direction. Looking towards the west, You can see a few minor hills, and those are the hills of Montferland. It isn't much, to be honest, but it is nice. Anyway, we're almost 10 kilometers in, so it's almost time for lunch. And after that, well, we have another 17 kilometers to go. So this zone over here is a border post, and it marks the border between the Netherlands and Germany. So we cross the A4 highway over here. We cross over into Germany. We will stay in Germany for the next 3 months. So now that we have reached the bare footpath, I took off my shoes. Now I'm gonna hope I don't have to walk through mud, because then I'll have to wash that off my feet again. Well, and I'm not sure if there is any water here. So, worst case scenario, I'll have to continue walking barefoot until I reach the Rhine and wash my feet there. But let's just hope that it's not necessary to walk through deep mud. Right as we cross back into the Netherlands, we reach an old arm of the Rhine. Right over here. And this used to be the main stream for the Rhine, but nowadays it isn't anymore. In front of us we see the flat landscape, and behind us is an entirely different landscape, especially in that direction. You can see it very well, which is very hilly. Now the reason that there are hills over there, a pretty steep slope, and flat land over here is that old arm of the Rhine. Now the Rhine used to flow there, and it just ate away at the hill. So now we have a pretty steep edge and a lot of flat land. Anyway, we will reach the current flow of the Rhine in a few kilometers, so I'm definitely going to show that. Somewhere just before Solkamer, we reach the Rhine. The Rhine is the largest river in the Netherlands, one of the big rivers of Europe. It originates in Switzerland, and it flows through Germany, France, and then ends in the north. Flows through the Netherlands. Well, it isn't a very big river, but well, it's the largest that you're going to find in the Netherlands. We have just left Millingen on the Rhine behind.